This year is shaping up to be an excellent season in South Africa's agricultural sector, particularly for grains and oilseeds. We've just received now the fourth production estimate for the season, 2025-26 production season. And if you single out the staple grain for South Africa, maize, we are expected to have a record crop of around 17.1 million tons of maize. Remember, our annual consumption is about 12 million tons of maize. And this big harvest comes on top of excellent supplies and stocks from the previous season. This already tells us then that there are ample grain supplies that are here in South Africa. And it's not just the story of maize. Even if you think about soybean harvest is at a record 2.9 million tons. All of these ample supplies are on the back of one, the expansion in area plantings, to the favorable rainfall that we received throughout the 2025-26 production season. But this helps then in terms of the availability of supply as we worry, of course, about the upcoming season that it may present various difficulties for South Africa. So to be in a position where we have all of these ample supplies, at least from an availability side of grain, this is a good thing. A good thing not only for us as South Africa, but the entire Southern Africa region and many of the other countries that we are exporting grains to. But of course, the other side of the equation is that if you are a farmer, these large supplies, they are already putting a lot of pressure on the maize prices. Now then going or approaching the next season, the 2026-27, which will start in October, with these lower prices and a rising input cost, there are other pressures that the farmers are facing. But if you look at these numbers purely from a consumer perspective, I'll say this is a good picture for the consumer in terms of the availability of food supplies. Remember, food price inflation in the country is already under pressure. I'm looking at the data now from April 2026. I think the food price inflation was at the lowest level in about 14 months, around 2.8%. Part of it was the grain-related food component coming down, the price inflation, but also the availability of fruits. And we see that mid-price inflation is also under pressure. But the story on this afternoon is that South Africa has ample grain supplies from the 2025-26 production season. Maize is at a fresh high of about 17.1 million tons, which we have, and it will be good for us as well as the Southern Africa region. All thanks to the farmers' efforts to expand area planting, but also the excellent rainfall that we received on the back of the La Nina rains.